Look forward to your explanation, everybody, for window dressing. On 3rd and 4, able to complete first down and plenty more. Jehu Chesson into the game.
Insert 2 tight ends. You see him on the 3 tight ends on the right side of the screen. All the window dressing, Steve, just to get an open receiver in Jehu Chesson.
And Brian, he does a nice job, Spake does, of being patient in the pocket. It also helps when your offensive line's giving you that kind of time.
And in motion, he's in the backfield now. And a handoff to Chris Evans, got some speed and some shift to him. On 1st down and 10, off the play fake. Here's Spade in some trouble, avoids one would-be tackler, and is going to turn it upfield and go into the slide down at the 40-yard line. And the throw. Spade had plenty of time. Beautiful pocket. It's Darbo. Touchdown. Making it look easy. Good for their own 9 and making it look easy. Great pocket for Spade to step up and then a wide open Amara Darbo.
Big house on the road, big challenge today.
Wes Brown, the single setback, and they'll hand it off to Brown. And he's going to lose yardage. State market. Who makes money when you got to sell your house in a hurry, right? A long fake. See how many they rush. I got 5 coming. And so does Hills. He'll take on 3 of them before he's dropped.
It's in 3rd and 7+. At any point in this game, it's going to be tough. There is just nowhere for Perry Hills to go to throw the football.
And that false start penalty was killer because they were looking at 2nd and 5, and all of a sudden at 2nd and 10, they don't get.
Here they open up at the 16, and Spade's going to throw across the middle. Hit Darbo again. Just the first half a week ago.
Yeah, last week they scored on their first 5 possessions against Michigan State, and Darbo was a big reason why.
Number 2 in blue, sent Eddie McDoom in motion, and it is McDoom, the ball carrier. They like to hand the ball off to McDoom. Well,
anytime you get that 2 tight end look on the left side of the screen and McDoom in motion, you got to be alert for this jet sweep. And you know, Michigan has now a tendency with McDoom.
Jabril Peppers, top of the screen. Now they'll hand it off to Peppers. He's going to throw back to Spade. Spade looking downfield for Chesson. He's got him.
A lot in high school. Let's take a look at his arm here. You got to make sure you throw it backwards. He just checked that off. Nice. Gave him enough time, and Spade finds Chesson downfield for the big play.
He's gotten everybody else already. Here's 2nd down and 7. Spade is looking for Buck. Going to take it up the middle and leap into the end zone. Hop, skip, and a jump.
And then all of a sudden it clicks, and you make a play with your feet, and it kind of looks like the jump man, doesn't it?
First rushing touchdown of the season for the QB. Maryland need to slow things down in terms of hanging on to the football. They want to go fast. Here's Ty Johnson. What a tackle! Hand off to Kenneth Goins. He's going to lose yardage. Harrison's eyes there. Send Jacobs in motion. Here's Hills to throw, being chased. Hills still going to get back to the line of scrimmage in the tailback spot. And they will hand it off on 1st and 10. Here's Smith, has plenty of running room. Across the 30.
This game is a great opportunity for us to show what we got.
Here's Spate, has two tight ends in there, and he'll find one of them. Jake Butt, welcome to the football game.
Get the sting from play action when you're able to run the football, and this is the #1 route for Jake Butt. That over route off of the play action is tough to stop.
Hand it off to Peppers, and he'll run. Inside the 10, and he's slammed out just before the goal line of the
speed of Jabril Peppers, one of the fastest, if not the fastest on the team, but check out the power at the end of this run. He is not afraid to lower the shoulder, gets his knees up. He's like a big fullback in a hole.
That's Butt in motion. Hoji's the fullback. Davion Smith is the touchdown maker. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for Michigan. Here's 4th and 3. Rowe out of the gun. Good pocket for him, and incomplete.
We can't call a defensive play or do anything until we figure out what guys are going to be on the field.
3rd and 7. Spade under pressure, gets away. And Spade will throw incomplete to Khalid Hill, though he fullback out of the backfield.
Great adjustment. Take a look at number 8 in the backfield. He's blocking. He's in protection. There is no route for Khalid Hill. This is just playing in the backyard. Everybody's covered. He says, I'm going to go downfield. Nobody accounted for me. And Wilton Speight finds him. That's impressive.
Oh, really? 2nd and 34 after the penalty. Speight will try to dump it off, and does. Able to check it down to Chris Evans. Evans had all sorts of problems juggling the football, and now he's running into the end zone. No, they're going to say he's out.
Play, and it's not easy to officiate. That was well done. Look at that catch.
He juggled it 3 times. That's talent to turn that into this.
Speight will hand it off. It's the touchdown maker, Khalid Hill.
And Cole, the center, we've talked about him a couple times so far, number 52. Guy moves from left tackle to center.
Second half. It's 28-0 Michigan. And a sack. Rowe is dropped.
Mike London with some really good roots in the recruiting in the Virginia Beach area.
Here's Speight throwing for Butt. Making some people miss, and then taking on some would-be tacklers.
College football.
On 3rd and 4. Speight steps up. And now throws. Wide open. Touchdown, Jehu Chesson. Simply amazing.
Just as I said, Jake Butt's a great pass pro. Watch, he gets beat, of course. But a great double move on the outside by Chesson. And you know Jim Harbaugh, right? You know he's going to continue to attack. I think he's going to play his starters, including Jabril Peppers, into probably the middle part of the interception here.
Intercepted. Delano Hill at midfield.
And he's just going to get rid of the ball. He sees the pressure coming, and there's nobody in the area. And that's, you can't have that.
At the 49 of Maryland. Davion Smith is the ball carrier. They'll carry some people very close to first down yardage.
Each of them will contribute quite a bit to this offense.
2nd and 1, always a chance to be creative. Speight will throw up high for Davion Smith, brought it down, and then he'll make a few moves. That's special. Maryland on the move. Hand Ty Johnson. As soon as the setback, will send him out wide. Rowe throwing off the back foot. Took a chance and nearly intercepted.
I mean, he made 3 huge plays in that game. That's what Jabril Peppers needs to do.
I thought you should have let him a little more on that pass. Then he definitely doesn't get caught from behind. With everybody else having their name on their uniform. Here's Speight to throw. One-handed grab. Did he pull it in? Khalid Hill, he did. 4th and 2. That's Harrison in motion. They give it to Harrison. Boy, he was thinking about throwing it there for a second. Instead, he's thinking about taking a big loss.
Yeah, just look at the pursuit from this defense. They bring Peppers on a blitz. Gideon got leverage on the outside. This is why
Michigan giving up 11.5 points per game on average. Speight comes out throwing. And completing. Where's the teleprompter? Point me in the right direction. On 1st down and 10. There's Davion Smith. He's got first down yardage. Carson. Little delayed handoff. Davion Smith, nothing delayed about it after he has the ball. 4 seconds left in the quarter. This is Khalid Hill area, but it's Davion Smith. Gets there. Touchdown.
the fact that he's not intercepting the football. I think it's been the right move for him.
Again, as he said, he loves to hit more than cover. Speaking of hitting, Caleb Rowe is taken down. It's Mo Hurst again, but a big way here in the second half.
Mo Hurst doesn't get a whole lot of attention on this defensive line.
Man back then.
Yeah, he's sharp.
There he is again for you, Big Mo Hurst.
It all comes together.
As if he knew we were talking about him and his family.
He says, enough, Levy. Don't talk about my dad. You need to start talking about me.
Chris Evans is back. And he'll try to make a move. Little stutter step is a beauty and cuts it back. And try to make some more moves.
showed up as an All-American candidate this season.
John O'Korn is in a quarterback for Michigan, and he's handing it off to Ty Isaac. Isaac racing down the sideline. Gets a great block. 10 yards.
On this blocking up front, they've left their #1 offensive line in the game. And Davion Smith had the last drive, and now it's Ty Isaac's turn.
The second best team in the country. The committee said Michigan was #3. And as if the Wolverines were insulted, they're up 45-3.
I don't like that and still be close.
And 2nd down and 1. Davion Smith. He's in for the touchdown. And Maryland will take over and hand off to Wes Brown. Brown spawned right into the arms of Jabril Peppers. I caught Ed Ogeron's act this morning with Sam Ponder on game day. How do you not root for that guy? Delano Hill had the coverage. It's all Michigan here, start to finish. John O'Korn in a quarterback. Throwing and completing to Kekoa Crawford.
Giving him a hard time. He needed to give the ball to a kid, and he gave it to the kid. As you see Chris Evans here break through the line.
The kid was bothered.
Personnel groupings, you know?
Yes. He rotates his favorite teams like his running backs. This is Chris Evans. That's an amazing story. Can't believe everything you read on Twitter. I can tell you that. Touchdown, Kekoa Crawford from John O'Korn. As checked in, he's a true freshman from Pinson, Alabama. And he hands off to the senior Wes Brown. On the scoreboard today was business. 59-3, Michigan. Coming up next, stay tuned for college football primetime.